Hi guys, it's me Karen. Welcome back. We are doing part 3 of this beautiful picture here. And I will leave a link down below to where I got it. I think I forgot to put that in the last video, but I'll go back and do that. And what we're doing today is the little fish mask that this guy is wearing here. So I have a couple of different pencils I'm going to use, so I'm going to get out some color charts here. I want to do the Lightfast, which works really well with the Caran d'Ache that we're using and everything else. So we'll get out those colors. So that's the Derwent colors. And then we'll go back here and get out the Luminance 20 set, because I kind of want to continue to use it if I can. So that's the 20 set. I have the other ones, but I like to mix the two pencils together because they work so well together. So I'm kind of going to do what I think the artist has kind of got in mind. We've got some details on this, so this could either be like a leather mask or kind of a metal type mask, because I would assume that they wouldn't be wearing plastic. I am going to attempt to do this kind of in a steampunk kind of metal leather tone, so that'll work for me. These I'm going to pretend are like rivets that have put on the tail and stuff that are keeping it nice and soft around his fur. So we're going to kind of do it in brownish tones for the leather kind of look, and some metal pieces like around his gems we have here. Around the rivets, his tail will be more of a metal look, along with like his little upper lip, lower jaw type thing. Anyway, this is all in my head, so you're gonna have to wait and be patient with me as I do it. So our color scheme is going to be in the browns, reds, kind of greens. So it's kind of like a copper, bronze mix in between those two with a little gold in it. So we're going to get out some of all of those colors. And I had last couple videos we did a silver, gold, and bronze kind of look. Two things, so get out that little chart there too. There we go. Okay, sorry. So if we want to do a gold, we want to get kind of a gold color, like if you have a gold pencil in your set. So you would take that, like a golden rod and a yellow ochre type color. So whatever those would be. This apricot looks really nice here as a goldish color. So does the golden sun or gold sun. So either one of those would work. A yellow ochre is kind of a yellow with a little brownish tint to it. I do have a gold in this set, so I used it, and the gold sun in the last one I did for gold. I have that in here too. So when I did the masquerade one, we used for gold, the sunset gold, burnt yellow ochre, and autumn leaf, with a little bit of burnt umber, black and white. And that would have been the pro colors. So I'm not using those pencils anymore, by the way. Please don't ask for me to use those, because they are not friendly with me. So we're going to get out of gold. We have gold here in the Lightfast set. Might as well just get everything out of my desk so you can see a big mess, because it's going to be a big mess to me. So we're going to go for gold, sun gold. And then we're going to want a ochre, a yellow ochre of some sort. Do we have a yellow ochre in here? Yes, we have yellow ochre. It's in the brown tones. So we'll go back here and get that. Yellow ochre. And let's see, autumn leaf was a browner color, and burnt umber. Pretty sure we have a burnt umber over here. If we don't, we should have something close. We have a brown ochre. We'll take a chocolate too, just in case, because we need a brown anyway. And we'll take out the natural brown and the ruby earth, because we want some red tones. Venetian red. And we're going to take this orange, Persian orange, out. Maybe even this color, because it looks cool. Burnt sienna. Now that I have a handful of pencils, these are grays. Yeah, okay. Whole pile of those. And now we need a couple of kind of greeny tones. Since we're doing kind of more of a steampunk type coloration, I think a little green for like the age of the metal would be nice. So I'm going to get out ivy, which is a nice kind of olivey brown green. So where are you, ivy? There we are. And anything else? Oh, we could get some olive earth. Maybe. Here we go. Olive earth. Anything else? I'll get some of that green there. I may just pull out every single pencil I have. Okay, there's our pile. So I got out the olive earth, which is this tone here, the ivy, which is a deeper tone, same family line, and the lichen, which is a little lighter and browner. So those tones together will all work. We got out the yellow ochre for the light color here. We got out chocolate, which is going to be back here. So we took out the natural brown. I have to look. Natural brown Venetian and ruby earth, these two colors here, which are a nice brown color. Persian chocolate and natural brown. So we already looked at the natural brown. There's the chocolate, which is going to be our darkest color. And our Parisian orange is this one down here. Showed you the yellow ochre. Brown ochre is this one here. Burnt sienna and golden sun. I'm looking for the burnt sienna. Is this one here? It's kind of an orangey tone, and then the golden colors are in here. So we've got those, and we're going to get out the color that I used in the hat, which was the Carmen Lake, which will bring down that color. And I don't know if we've got any other browns in here. So we'll pull out that one. Brings down the red here, brings the red from here over. And I used banana. Trying to remember. Banana in that, and a pinks. So we used hibiscus pink. And this other red. Those are the colors that we used on these gems, and I'm going to probably use that as the rivets there, that I'm making rivets. Okay, if you ever wondered how I pick out my colors, that was it. I have a video that I'm going to make on how I choose colors, how I go about it in a little bit more detail than that. So here we go. Going to make this kind of a leather looking metal mask. I'm going to try at least. I'm going to move the pencils out of my way, and I'm going to get you down there a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. Hold on. Okay, here we are. I'm going to get the lightest color that I have, so I'm assuming that will be, I better just make a test here. That's the yellow ochre. I thought I got out the gold. Where's the gold? Yep, there's the gold. Okay, in between the two. We've got a brighter and a duller. Doesn't make any, I'm going to do gold on this, so our highlighted areas here. We're going to add in the gold. It's right, the gold? Yes, the gold. So just where the light spots are. Okay, like I said, we're going to do the fins. This is a fin, this is a fin, and he doesn't have any lower fins. We're going to do that in a little redder color, so I'm going to throw some of this up here in the highlighted areas, but I'm leaving all the riveted areas a different color also. So there we go. A nice light base color. Should have done that portion the same as these. I'll get to that later. Okay, now we want the second darker color, which is our golden sun. I'm going to get it closer down here. Okay. Those two out of the way. I'm going to move our rivet colors to the other side of the table so I don't get those mixed up in what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to go in with burnt sienna. Okay, just to let you know, the Lightfast do not have numbers on their pencils unless they're hiding someplace and I haven't seen it. So we're going to add that kind of in the shadowed areas also. And just blend it up into the other colors. So just kind of going where he is giving us the little shadow dots and adding that color in. We'll be doing that with a couple of colors, so there's also a shadow line that he has built in here for the lip of the hat, and we'll put it in there and bring it down a little bit. Okay, gonna go with brown ochre, just a little bit darker here. And it has kind of that greenish tint I'm looking for, especially on top of the other colors. So I'm just gonna kind of put this one here and there. Try to keep it the same on both sides. Kind of adding in some lines there. So there probably might be a line right about here. One that comes up here. And one that kind of hides back there. Okay, now we want even a darker color. So I'm going to go in with some natural brown. Just adding it where it's the darkest and blending it into the next color. Just using all those colors together. So how is everybody doing today? We had all our rainfall, and now the sun is shining again, which is nice. Bring some of that up into the jaw here. Gonna go over that gray line. There we go. So far, not too bad. We're going to bring in yellow ochre. Just going to get these a little lighter in here. Okay, now we're going to bring in a little bit of a green tone. Let's decide which one's the lightest of these. We have ivy, olive earth, and this one is lichen green. I think I like the lichen for right now, so we'll go with that one first. We kind of want to put this in where the dark brown is. Move it right up into that blue and pull it down. Going up into that shadow line, pulling it down a little further. Okay, now we'll go ahead and bring in the olive earth. A little dark there, but that's okay. We'll blend it in. I'll do it a little bit more over here. All right. I don't think I need the ivy in here, but we'll leave it aside for right now. I want to bring in a little red, so we're going to go in with the Venetian red. Just lightly put it in there. Don't want to mess too much with the green, but you can lay it on top of it a little bit. Now there's no saying that you have to follow my lead on this. If you would prefer to do this fish in a gold mask or silver mask, you can definitely do that. I just thought this would be fun. Sometimes I get crazy ideas. And like I said, I've been having fun with these pencils. You can put a lot of different layers on these, add different colors that you wouldn't think would go together terribly well, and because they're all kind of the same muted tones, they work together really well. Okay. Kind of thinking that looks pretty good. But we're going to throw in a little ruby earth. Put a little shadow on the side of that. And just kind of blend that out a little bit. And then our last color, can you believe it? Chocolate. Just to darken up the last little bits. So So you really want to make that a deep divot there. So just putting pressure on it, pulling that color, not quite getting it all the way across, and then going down the sides, blend it in. Okay, and you see the difference between the two sides now. What that little bit of chocolate does. We're going to go around the whole edge doing that. And then fill in those little areas. Okay. I'm going to do a little work over here, and then off camera I'm going to go around and do all the looping. Sorry about that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get off camera and do all the little work around the rivets here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I've gone all the way around the edge and looped it around, darkened up some areas. We're going to go ahead and work on a little fin up here before it gets too long here. And I brought out just kind of the redder tones. We have Flame, Burnt Sienna, Carmine Lake, Ruby Earth, and the Chocolate. Okay, that's going to be our color range here. We're going to start off with the Flame and add that in. I know that's kind of a bright color, but it's kind of going to be hidden. So this will go in the fin area. I'm going to make this fin. It could be cat hair, so you know, you can decide. But I'm going to make it the fin of the fish. And we're going to do it in this area also. Okay. So that was Flame. And then we are going to use the Burnt Sienna. tame that orange down a little bit. We're going to come in with the ruby earth. Going to bring in the carmine lake. Kind of put in the little black lines that he had in here with this color. Okay, gotta turn the paper. Okay. All right. And then the chocolate. This does two things. It blends it in with this color over here that we did, and also tone down some of the red. Definitely tone down some of that orange. I'm going to leave some white highlights on here. Because we're going to bring in a white pencil. And of course I'm going to bring in my Prisma white. Work up here first. We're going to just blend that all in. Okay, then we're going to work over here. Just highlight those in between lines. Okay, and we're going to get the banana. I'm going to add just a little bit more yellow in just one of these sections. All right. Gives it a little redder look than the brown, but not too red. So we're going to bring in just a little bit of the anthraquinoid, or that's not even a D in that, anthraquinoin carmine. Oh man, if I have to say that every time. It's the red. Just gonna highlight all that up a little bit. There we go. All right. Now I said I was going to do the riveted areas, but I'm actually going to leave these. What I like to do when I'm doing a picture is I have to have in my head the same color in at least 3 different areas of the page. So we have his hat that is a blackish blue with some red in it, along with the little guys here, and then we have some of that color in the mask. We have this tone here and this tone here. I have to be able to put that somewhere else. Kind of goes down here with some of these gems, but that's a set of 3. So I may do this sleeve in this red tone down here, and then some more of his like ornate pieces on his cape here in some of that color. But I have to wait until I get down there, or I may just color the little mice in that color. Who knows? It all depends. But this and these little braided pieces are all going to be the same color, so I'm going to color them all at the same time. There's another thing I want to do, since we want him to look riveted, and you know, you're going to put the rivets around here. There are some other areas that we can add those into. So if I take my eraser and I just make some white spots here, we can mimic the rivet look. So all I have to do on that is bring in a black pencil. This is a Prisma black. You want a sharp edge, and you just want to trace around the little eraser marks you made. So they look more like rivets. Now I'm just going for the look of them. I'm not going for, you know, realism here. And they'll fade as they go up. But like these are all shaded in, you can try to mimic that. Or you can just leave it with a little outline so you know where they are. And when you're looking at it from a distance, they'll look very similar. Okay. You can do this with a pen if you want to. If you have more control over a pen than a pencil, it's fine. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. Remember, when you're coloring and I'm showing you what I'm doing, it's just to show you how I did it. When I post it on Instagram or something and you say, how did you do that? This is why I do my videos. It's just to show you how I did what I did. I'm also going to go around and erase in these, if you see them, each one of these has a little droplet at the end. And I've colored in them, so we're going to erase the coloring I put in. And you can't see those up there. Sorry about the eraser sounding like a drill. There we go. We'll add color into those a little later when they aren't. I think I'll kind of try to do them like this. I also have to do the metal there, and I have to add the blue into this little guy over on that side. So I think that's where we're going to leave it today. Like I said, all this other work will be done. Put a little yellow in there. That's banana. All at one time. Prefer to get the colors out at one time only. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, this is going to take a while. There's a lot of little pieces in here. So I will see you in part, this is 3, 4. And like I said, I'll leave a link down below so you know where I've got the page. And that's what he looks like so far. Let's see if we turn off all the lights here. I usually photograph it in a different location so you don't have the lights blaring on it. Okay, so I'll leave a picture at the end of the video, and I'll leave links down in the description of what pencils I've used also. I hope to see you in part 4. Take care, everyone. Bye now. Have a great day.